Welcome to Good Morning Football. Happy November. Happy day after Halloween. We are back, and we're at beautiful NFL Films, our show presented by Intuit QuickBooks. My name's Kay Adams. This is Kyle Brandt.
Hello.
Who interviewed the entire Queen cast.
Whole cast of Bohemian Rhapsody. We sat down in London in this incredible suite, talked Freddie Mercury, talked Johnny Unitas, talked Drew Brees. They're into rock, they're into football, and we have the interview tomorrow on the show.
Cannot wait for that. Peter Schrager, Nate Burleson. How we doing, guys?
Good. How you doing, Kay?
Really, really well.
I gotta give some respect to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Okay.
He went out trick-or-treating and wore his own uniform.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And the mask, and then people were like, oh, that's just a guy wearing, and then he was like, it's me!
It's his authentic jersey on the streets of Pittsburgh.
It's perfect for him.
Is he not the coolest guy in the world?
Do you know today, November 1st, is the most popular day of the calendar year for Instagram? More pics uploaded today than any other year, any other day of the year.
I am kind of sad we didn't get to dress up this year. Last year was so fun. I was
Yeah.
Icebox.
I was here.
Tim Riggins.
I was here, yesterday. Mike Garafolo dressed as... I was dressed
Peter
as Mike
Schrager.
Garafolo.
Oh, that was great. That's great. You pulled it off, man. Yeah, much better sources, too.
Tweet the show at #GMFB. And if you
better
guys
show.
out there dressed up for Halloween, we want to see those photos. Keep the tweets coming. But it is Thursday. It is the third hour. Let's get a little goofy.
Do we get a gong?
A little silly, and let's go Throwdown Thursday. This weekend features one of the most anticipated head-to-head matchups of the season. It's Aaron Rodgers making his first trip to New England to take on Tom Brady. They've met once before in 2014 at Lambeau, and the Patriots actually lost that game. Packers pulled out the win. I ask you guys right now, who is more important to their franchise? Is it Aaron Rodgers or is it Tom Brady?
I'm laughing at Huey Lewis.
Oh, what do you mean? We're talking Huey?
Don't pay
Huey Lewis
attention to that.
Let's keep our mind on the news.
Let's get through this one.
I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers, and that's no slight at Tom Brady, but I saw Tom Brady go down with an injury in 2008, and Matt Castle lead that team to an 11-5 record.
Here we go again.
And Belichick found a way with mirrors and scotch tape to find a way. I've seen Aaron Rodgers go down, and that team just goes down in flames. An awful season last year with, obviously, Brett Hundley playing quarterback, and then Scott Tolzien before him and years earlier.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is the sun, the moon, and the stars for the Packers. Tom Brady is the GOAT, but I've seen the Patriots have success without him in the lineup.
I'm going to echo Strags. When the movie gets made about the New England Patriots dynasty, the moment I want to have in is the 2008 season because it's the most compelling. Brady goes down week 1 after the season. Matt Castle goes 11-5. Do you think that the Patriots could have gone 11-5 with Brett Hundley that year? Because I do. So I think it is Rodgers more important than Brady. We love Brady. I think it is Rodgers. He's the whole deal.
That's ridiculous.
Belichick.
It's ridiculous.
You're
Listen,
ridiculous. What do you got?
When you say the Green Bay Packers, what pops in your head, Strags?
Aaron Rodgers.
Lombardi.
You're going to say Favre.
You're not going to say Brett Favre, Strags? I know what era you're from. We were born the same year. So you're saying that right now, and just like you told Kyle after you watched Bohemian Rhapsody, don't be a prisoner of the moment. And don't be a prisoner of the moment because Brett Favre is the Packers. And even though Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest of all time, he still only has one Super Bowl ring. So let's not elevate him.
How many
and
does
say,
Brett Favre have? One. We're not. This is apples and oranges.
No,
I'm
it's not
saying
apples and
Aaron
oranges.
How important they are to their franchise. You got Bart Starr there, Vince Lombardi. There's
That's
a
what
case
we're
for
talking
Kind of
about.
intrigued
The
by that, actually.
franchise runs deep. It's rich with history when it comes to the
it's a good
Packers.
comment.
Okay, now when you talk about the Patriots, when I say Patriots, you think, of course, Belichick might pop in your mind, but Tom Brady is the only guy that comes to mind. It's just like that ex that you can't quit. You keep thinking about that guy over and over again. That's when you mention the Patriots, you mention Tom Brady. So I'm going with Tom Brady because he is the GOAT and he will forever be synonymous not only with the Patriots, but with multiple championships.
It's a fair question. If I was to ask who's the greatest Packer of all time, you could have 30 different answers. If I say who's the best Patriot of all
Face of the
time,
franchise.
There's no question.
It's Brady.
Tom Brady.
There's no question.
But I'm still thinking about, would Belichick have a Super Bowl ring if he had never gotten Tom Brady in his life? I think he would have.
How about this hypothetical? What if Aaron Rodgers had Bill Belichick all these years?
8 Super Bowls.
8 Super Bowls?
Eight Super
I mean,
Bowls.
this is what we're talking about.
Brady said it this week.
Fair.
Brady said Rodgers is so much more talented than me. He would throw for 7,000 yards every single year in this system. He said it himself. I think if Rodgers had come off the bench for Drew Bledsoe, I think he'd have 8 Super Bowls right now.
But
I love that.
what do we say?
Yes, I do.
If ifs were fifths, we all be drunk. All right, so let's
and
move it on.
cheers to that. Let's move it along here with Throwdown Thursday. Next up, it is the Battle of the Shawns. This weekend, the Rams head to the Big Easy to take on the Saints in what could be an NFC Championship preview. Likely will be that. But what I want to ask you is which coach would you rather have engineer a game-winning drive? Is it Sean Payton or is it Sean McVay?
Let's keep rolling. I just gave Rodgers like 12 Super Bowls or something like that.
Yeah. I did the math there, about 12.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I might be underselling it. This season is just which offense can get the drunkest. It's so fun. Who can do the coolest things? But I'll see your innovation and one-up you. I remember the Bears earlier this season came out and had 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Chase Daniel and Mr. Trubisky.
Willy Wonka play.
Did you see? Yeah, Willy Wonka they called it. It's a world of pure imagination on offense right now. Did you see what the Saints did last week? They said, we'll see your 2 quarterbacks, and we'll put 3 out there. We had Breeze, Taysom, and Teddy B on the field at the same time. An unbelievable thing. I'm almost like saying, where's Danny Werfel? Where's Aaron Brooks? Could we not have 4 or 5?
Could Bobby Hebert get on the field?
Yes, or Joe Tolliver, whatever you want. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. I just want who is more insane in the mad scientist laboratory this year. And right now, I'm power ranking Sean Payton at #1.
Really?
As the most insane scientist, Payton.
I've seen him do it in the playoffs, Sean.
Yeah.
I've seen him do it in the Super Bowl. I've seen Sean McVay, though, and his offense sort of stall, I'll say, in a huge game when it mattered against the Falcons. So I would have to see him do that in that big spot for me to pick McVay over Payton. Is that fair?
Yeah. Payton's got the skins on the wall, which I don't think McVay has. But in the last few weeks, the Rams on 4th and 2 on their own 40 in Seattle, what do? Go for it. They make it happen. They convert. When we said, all right, Denver's coming in, they put the game away. And last week with the Packers, when Todd Gurley was on 3rd and 10, he found a way. I'm going with McVay in this season, in this moment. But if you're talking about career, no one's rolling with Sean Payton's guts and courage. That guy goes for it.
And listen, I got to agree with you on that because I'm thinking about Sean McVay. And of course, we liken him to Doogie Howser, right? He's young. He's a genius. But there's a little bit of innocence to him, in a sense, when it comes to just the grand perspective of what the league is. Because he's still new. If he's Doogie Howser, then Sean Payton is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, the duplicity of this man is unbelievable. He'll blow you away with kind of like luring you in and make you feel comfortable and then call something so crazy that it'll have you scratching your head the whole time. So as much as it hurts me to say this, I'm going with Sean Payton too. I feel like he's willing to go that extra mile. Like he'll call a play, you're like, really? Really, bro? What was that? Because he has the guts to do it. I'm not sure that Sean McVay, this early in his career, is willing to pull that one out of his back pocket that he knows he shouldn't
There's
be
a bit of showmanship with Payton. Like, he wants to show everyone, like,
Yes.
oh, I am that.
Oh, well, let's not forget. What about the preseason game, though?
He challenged a 2-point conversion call in
there
a
was
preseason
an unwritten rule, kind of like an unhandshake.
I'll say this about Sean Payton. They opened up against the Ravens in Baltimore. Everyone talking about that. They had 4 different 4th down conversions. Didn't score a touchdown. They had Taysom Hill on the play. Like, Sean Payton's a little crazy. I like it.
I like it too.
Show 541. Nate says duplicity. Incredible.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
It was not lost on me either.
Dab or something, dude.
Finally, we cannot wait to kick off Week 9. It all starts tonight on NFL Network with some Thursday night football in the Bay. The Raiders head to San Francisco to take on the Niners. This one, you know, we're going to take it off the field, okay? I will ask you, gentlemen, who is the superior hit maker from the Bay Area? Is it Huey Lewis from San Francisco or MC Hammer out of Oakland?
Look at those outfits.
Come on now.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, do your thing.
I love Hammer. I love Hammer. I will follow Hammer.
Hammer don't hurt him.
I followed Hammer when he went to Gangster and was talking about
Don't
Uzis
listen
and
to
stuff.
this.
But I think of Marty McFly hanging on that skateboard to the power of love, and I'm going to go Huey. Do yourself a favor. YouTube the We Are the World video in which every big pop star in the 80s, Huey is incredible in a room with Michael Jackson and Bruce and Tina Turner. Cyndi Lauper is the #1 in the power ranking, the whole thing. I got Huey at a 2 above Steve Perry. He's amazing amongst the great. That's the Canton, and he stole the show.
Really?
Yeah.
MC Hammer.
I mean, I love Hammer, Nate.
All the hits
That's why it's
that
a tough
he gave
question.
us. You can't touch this.
Nate, it's hip to be square.
Hammer don't hurt him.
No, go out and ask 100 people about MC Hammer versus the We Are the World. Nobody's going to hear about that.
I'm giving you an
Everybody
inside
knows
thing.
MC
It was the
Hammer.
biggest thing on the planet in the 80s was We Are the World. It's massive. Huey was huge.
Hammer time.
Kyle, we have to pray.
Just to make it
make it
today? That's why we pray. Pray.
All right, listen.
But this is it.
Sister Act 2 soundtrack?
Don't need no credit card to ride this train,
Act
Peter.
2.
What was the Hammer dance?
Give me
It was
some
like,
of that. No.
It wasn't.
No, first of all, you gotta move, man. You gotta do a little bit of this, man. Where are you going?
So much space in the studio.
You gotta do a little bit of that.
Don't hurt your Achilles, Kyle. Hey, but have you heard the sports album? I'm trying to stick to sports here, okay? Where this is a football show. Sports is hello. Patrick Bateman with the poncho.
I love a
Then he went pumps in the boat.
Thursday.
Sports is a very good album.
You know who's never done a Throwdown Thursday? MJ Acosta with us, and she's in Santa Clara ahead of this game. So MJ, I ask you on the spot, bright and early. You've been up since 2 in the morning. Is it MC Hammer or is it Huey Lewis? Do the right thing, MJ.
She's in Cali.
MC Hammer all day.
Yes.
She got the dance to and all that.
All right, let's talk Niners. Injury report, a bit confusing. So yesterday, C.J. Beathard was listed as limited. Earlier in the week, their head coach, Kyle Shanahan, said that it would be indeed a game day decision. So it's game day, so the decision is...
We're still waiting, ... I mean, we'll get a definitive answer in a few hours, you know, once the sun comes up here at Levi Stadium. But yeah, C.J. Beathard has taken a lot of hits already this season, and this wrist injury, that's keeping him questionable versus the Raiders. Now, even though the quarterback was struggling to grip a football earlier in the week, C.J. said that he was hopeful to play in the Battle of the Bay. Now, head coach Kyle Shanahan had a much more conservative outlook, saying that they would evaluate him up until the last possible minute before making that call, noting that this quick turnaround makes it very difficult to recover. So if CJ is ruled out, it'll be Nick Mullins who gets the nod and his first career start.
Taking all that into account, though, let's talk about this game as a whole. People are interested. There's fan bases. There's fantasy, everything. It is the de facto battle of the Bay Area, as we say. So what's at stake? Who do you think has the edge, MJ?
Well, the prize is simple but twofold here. A very much needed win for either team. And, of course, bragging rights for two fan bases who, let's be serious, need something to cheer about. Now, Oakland does lead the all-time series 7-6, with the last contest back in 2014 resulting in a victory for the Silver and Black. This is the first time that the Raiders visit Levi Stadium. And I want to say that home field advantage would help the Niners here. But, guys, we've seen